Hey everybody, welcome back. So for this last project for the month of August, I'm going to show you how I made this cute little bear mini album. I used the bear die that came in the August kit from Aunty Vera Scrap and Craft, and I'm going to show you the first part of this tutorial will be how I assembled the bear. And the second part of this tutorial will be how I made this one-page mini album. So one 12 by 12 scrapbooking piece of pattern paper turned into this cute little mini album. It's quick, it's easy, and you're gonna love it. So it's got pockets at the very top here, at the front and at the back. It's also got pockets for top loading tags as well. So you can make cute little tags and put them in the top of your mini album. Now, let me warn you, these are really addictive. I've sat here and made a few, and just this bear die is so cute. I really enjoyed making this project. I've made a few and I'll be sending these out to my friends. Love doing it. So one thing that I totally adore about this mini album is the fact that I used a whole lot of washi. So I alternated washi on the edges of each of the page, and I also used a whole lot of ribbon here. So I cut little pieces of ribbon, I attached them with my mini stapler, and I created like this cute little ribbon feature down the side here, and I think it turned out really, really cute. I've got some details in the description box below, so make sure you click on that, and yeah, stay tuned for how to make this cute little album. Okay, so the first part of this tutorial is going to be how I put together this cute little bear. So this bear comes from this die that comes in the August kit. Now, I have had a whole lot of fun with this die, so much so that I just sat here one day and I just made different colored bears, and I just really had a ball making these guys. A green bear, a pink bear, purple bear, you know, just a whole lot of fun. So let me show you really quickly how I put these together. So you're gonna get the bear. The next thing you're gonna get is his tummy. You're also going to get a whole lot of little pieces here, which you do need to keep because they're going to be his nose and his two ears. You're also going to get his hands, so two hands. You're going to get some grass. Two hands, his tummy, his nose, and these here, these are his little ears. Alrighty, so that's his nose. You're also going to get this this sign that he holds up. Alrighty, so I'll just put that there. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to have to decide what color your bear is going to be. So what I have here, I have a whole lot of alcohol markers that I just mishmashly collect. I've got Touch, the Shinhan Art Touch, I've got the Kaiser Fusion, I've got Graphic Pros, and I've got everything except Copics. So that's the browns that I have, and you can see here that I probably chose that second one, which is the Kaiser one. So I might just put a light layer of this brown. Now you don't have to worry, because you're layering, you don't have to worry about the other bits. So I put a whole layer of this brown first. Okay, and it soaks in the paper really well. Then the next thing I did was I went back with this one and I just concentrated on the edges so that it added more pigment. The second one, which is, I put that one first, then I'm doing this one next. No, this one, sorry. Just along the edges, just to create a little bit of shading. Alrighty, now the next thing I did was I grabbed the nose part. The nose part, I am going to try, I've got a couple of salmon colors here, like really light. I'm going to try that. So there's that one. There's this cream one, which is I think what I used. Yeah, so I'm going to go for the cream one. That's all I did for him. And then basically, just with my fine tip, I am adding one dot there. Whoopsies. And I am gluing him like that. For the two ears, I did the same thing. No, for the eyes, I just used my normal, yep, so I did that for the eyes. Then, just use your black marker, which is across the room. Okay, so for his tummy, I'm going to use the same color as I used, which was the cream. And I'll pick that up, put that there. Then you just grab your two and one of these goes at the top, and I basically used this to guide me. So I looked at it as like his first and second claw. His second claw lined up with his belly button, so that's what I did here. Belly button line up, and then this one I did it so that his last claw lined up with his belly button this way. So I just put a little bit here and I lined up his last claw sort of with his belly button. Sort of. And there you have it. This is how easy it is to assemble this guy. Now, if you wanted to make him hold the sign, just what color was this? Let's use this one. That's this one, isn't it? So he's holding this sign. And I might just put a little bit under his cheek so that it grabs on. And what you could do is this little one here. And just put that there like it was green grass under his foot. And that is how easy it is to make one of these bears. So the next thing you're going to want to do is we're going to make the mini album. I want you to grab just whatever 12 by 12 sheet you've got. I am going to go ahead and grab this one. So the most boring one. Next thing I want you to do is grab your paper cutter, and what you're going to have to do here is you're going to come up to the 4-inch mark, and I want you to cut. Ready? Right, so you've got this. I want you to go ahead and fold here. then I want you to go ahead and fold again on that middle line. This is one of the great ones in that there is no calculating. It's all just according to your fold lines after you've cut that 4-inch part away. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do, show you here. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to slit a line from here to here. Put it back through your cutter, or you can use a scalpel blade and just cut from here all the way to here. Ready? So you basically end up with something that looks like this. Now notice at the bottom here there will be 2 that are open. These will be open. And at the top here there will be 4 that are open. So what you need to do is just put a line here. Just close this up to 1, 2. So double-sided tape on either side. So when you come to close them, one will close one will close the other. And you'll be left with 4 openings at the top. All you need to do now is just make sure that everything lines up. And then the next thing you need to do is have some fun with it. So let's go ahead and grab our washies. I've got a whole lot of set of collections here. I'm going to go for a kind of gray color scheme. Gray and black color scheme, I think. I'm going to go with that. Oh, maybe blue. Maybe blue. Maybe blue. So I'm going to try a few different things. So tape up my edges. Like that. And I'm going to alternate different colors on the side here. So you've got 2 here, 2 here. Just make sure that you bring them all together. Line up these edges and then just fold again. Alrighty, so that's the start of your book. So then you need to come to this one over here. Fold it in half this way. And then from here, it's really up to you how you want to do it. You can choose to have 2 flaps on the inside of your book so that you can just open it like this, and on the back side open it like this. Or you can choose to, if you fold it back and line it up to the edges and then fold it in, you can choose to have a pocket. So you just do that and you've got a pocket there. So I'll do it again. Line it back here so that right? Then flip it over, bend it back the other way, and then just seal off that bottom bit. You don't even have to bother sealing this. The minute you close this together, this flap will never come up. And then that is your jacket or the front cover. Make sure that you've got your top bits here. that is the front cover for that. Now, how do you bind this? Because I adore books and do a lot of books, I have a long arm stapler. Some people don't have a long arm stapler and all they have is a normal stapler, in which case, so a long arm stapler, no worries, it fits there. A normal one doesn't. I'll show you what I do. So make sure you've got your back cover in two, your back cover in two. Grab this is a big fat eraser. You're going to open this up and you are going to line it up here. What happens is that this goes into the eraser, pull it out, and then you can just bend it down. I'll show you one more time. Pull it out, straight line, and then push it in. And that's how I bound this. Now, of course, you could thread it. I'm just showing you a very quick way of making this. Now, the next thing I did was I added another line of washi here because I wanted all the edges to have different washi. There it is. And then just cut that off, nice and level. Make sure that this washi here goes under in the pocket. So that one's done. Then just do the same with that back one, and what I did choose to do was just do the same washi on the back as well. Alright. And then what I wanted to do is I just wanted to put another washi here to cover up this, and what I wanted to do was just put a bit of sticky, because it is the area where it bends, so it has the most stress on it, the spine. So I did want to add just another layer of stick, because you know these washis are sometimes not very sticky. But like that, I know that that's not going to go anywhere. And if I burnish it even more, this washi is there for life. Alrighty, so that's looking. So the next thing I did was I grabbed some of this ribbon, which was also in the August kit. And what I did was I only added like a smidgen of ribbon. So I cut that much off. What is that? That is 1/2 inch, okay? 1/2 inch, and maybe I'll start with the pink one first. So that one says live. I love this one because they have words on them. Alright, so I've also got my teeny tiny little stapler. If you have your Tim Holtz Tiny Attacher, this is what you use it for. I don't. I just have one from Office Works, and I love it. So what will happen is that this will challenge you. This will challenge you, but I swear it will look good. Righty, so that's my first one. Next one, I think what I'll do is I'll go blue next, and I just graded it all the way through the book. And here we go. I totally adore this. If you were totally interested, if it totally meant the world to you, what you could do is actually mark them, and I think this one upsets me. So that, you know, they were exactly a bit apart. And what you could do also is you could just pull that edge just so that you could make the ribbon just that little bit more frayed, which really gives it a really good look. So just pull it a little bit and then it just looks more like a frayed ribbon. You can go ahead and add a little bit of stamping. So this is just an old stamp here that I use just to add a little bit of texture. So then the next thing you need to do is just play around with all your embellishments and figure out what you want to do. And I think that this is just perfect there. So one more thing you could do is you can go into the top of these here and just very slightly add a little notch. Sort of line them up. And that is how you make a little bear one-page mini album.